is Tuesday, December the 13th, 2022. We're so happy to be here in the studio with you. I'm Michelle Murad, along with...
Yep, Kyle Trueblood. How we doing?
Yeah, how we doing? Let us know where you're tuning in from. We got the chat. We want to connect with you and see how your Tuesday's going so far. How's your Tuesday?
It's been a busy morning. I just arrived into the studio like 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, you barely made it, but you made it.
Whew. Yeah. How we doing? How we doing over there?
I'm great.
Yeah.
I'm really great. I started my day with some Dr. Joe Dispenza.
Oh, good.
I love that man. He's incredible.
Good. What's he do?
Dr. Joe Dispenza. What does he do? He is a doctor, not doctor of love, but he basically is all about alternative medicine.
Okay.
So he teaches you to, in order to change your current state, like if you want to have your dream life, we were talking about this yesterday a little bit, like you have to not only put out there that you want a new life, you have to actually walk the new life. You have to become the new life. You have to be it until you become it.
Natasha Graziano.
Yeah,
I like
Natasha
it.
Graziano. We love you, Natasha. Sending you lots and lots of love during this holiday season. Again, let us know where you're tuning in from. We got the chats. I want to say hello to all of our viewers. We got an incredible guest today.
We do.
Mr. Ed Begley Jr.
Yes.
7-time Emmy nominee.
Sheesh. That's
and a
amazing.
Golden Globe winner.
That's amazing. Oh, he won the Golden Globe.
I think so.
That's amazing.
I have to double check my notes. Yes. How are you?
I'm really excited for that. No, I'm good. So what did you learn this morning listening to the doctor?
Dr. Joe Dispenza, I learned that in order to change your personal reality, your current personal reality, you got to change your personality.
Like dissociative disorder?
No. Like as in like,
kidding.
well, I guess kind of. But like what made you sick is not gonna be the same person that makes you healthy.
Right, you got to change who you are.
You got to change your patterns and beliefs and habits to become the healthy version of yourself, to become the millionaire version of yourself, to become the total owner of a multi-million-dollar media company of yourself. You have to become the new person, and you actually are training your body and your mind to do all these things. And the mind doesn't know different from practice versus the real deal.
It's true. So wait, how do you identify the patterns though? Like that's the question.
Oh, well, you look at your current reality, and you write it down.
Okay.
What isn't working for you?
Okay.
Oh my God, that list was so long.
Yeah?
It was a lot longer than I would like to personally, truly admit, but I'm admitting it because I am an open book here on this show, and I think authenticity is very important to me, and I know to you as well.
My list will probably be long as hell.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, everyone's list, I'm sure, is somewhat long.
Yeah. Okay.
But you can't, here are the things, Kyle.
Okay.
You can't complain.
But you can list what's wrong.
No, you have to list what's wrong.
But not complaining.
When you are complaining and going from a space of like, this isn't working, this isn't working, this isn't working, this isn't working, you're literally reprogramming your brain to be like, it's not working.
Right, okay.
But if you go from... To fix it, you have to go from a different mindset. Okay. So like an abundant person walks with a different knowing that like everything's okay.
Okay.
So I'm like, stepping into it. I'm stepping into it.
Okay.
And I was preparing for 2023. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that on my stories yesterday. I'm preparing.
I can't believe it's almost
2023 is going to be huge. It's going to be so big.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
It's going to be good.
It's going to be really good.
Yeah. Is there anything that you...
I'm just trying to identify the patterns. I think that's where I'm at. Like, I don't know what my
What
patterns
is working
are.
for you versus what isn't working?
You know what I don't do? I don't write it down.
You got to write it down.
I got to write it down.
Well, you don't have to write it down. You know what's working for you, what isn't working for you.
I know what's working. Definitely know what's working.
I think we all know what's working for you.
You know?
It's the accent.
Yeah,
when you
the
break
accent,
into the accent.
The beard.
The look. The look works.
Yeah.
The beanie.
The beanie. People love the beanie.
The show.
The show.
Yeah.
But like, as a matter of like behavior patterns, I also know what works, but I'm not sure I know what doesn't work.
You do know.
I react to what doesn't work, but I'm not sure I can identify it. I gotta write it down.
Here's a good exercise. well, we don't have to do it on the show, but we can hold each other accountable as friends and say like, this is what's not working in my life, and like I'll share you mine, and you can share me yours if you want to, obviously, and then be like, cool, I see. Okay, wow, I had no idea. Well, maybe you should try looking at it from this angle. You know, with Charlotte Chronicles, I never once was hesitant that it wasn't going to work.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
that was a different person.
With
Meaning,
the project,
like, but before,
Yeah.
I would like, you know, auditioning for roles and being like, this isn't gonna work, this isn't gonna work. But with Charlotte Chronicles, I didn't even doubt it.
That's true.
I just knew it because I was the one who was creating it, and I don't doubt when I create. I just create. And there's, as much as I hate this one person.
I found the pattern in yours.
What is it?
We share this pattern.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
What do we
Caring
share?
about what other people think. It's tough when you're an entertainer.
Yes.
It's kind of innate to like care what other people think because it's kind of the point.
Well, yeah.
But also, like, ironically, it's not.
I'm working on the recovery of a people pleaser.
Right. I don't think I'm a people pleaser. We all know that.
No,
But-
you're not. But you are.
But I kind of.
You kind of are.
Yeah, I kind of am.
You kind of are.
But like you said, when you were making
you turn
Charlotte,
on the charm.
I do. And when I was making Pincer Dawn, I was like, there was no question. I loved it. I thought it was going to be great.
It was great.
And all
It
the
is
confidence, thank you,
You're welcome.
in it. And, but again,
You look great in it too. The best.
Thanks.
It's the best. You gotta
It's the
put
best.
it on the dating profiles.
I got to get that. I'll probably release it. I'll probably just release that movie pretty soon. I'm not really like a festival guy. I just wanted to submit to Sundance.
Yeah,
but,
you
like,
absolutely should. You know
other
what?
than that,
LA Film
let's
Fest
just-
next year, 2023.
Sure, maybe. You know, or I'll just
Sure you'll-
release it to the public. Let the
Yeah.
public see it.
Yes, absolutely. I think you 100% should do that.
Yeah.
I think where we go wrong as creatives is we wait for things to be perfect when there's nothing's ever going to be perfect.
Yeah, I just want to like release it on a free public platform and let them enjoy it. And
Yeah,
that be that.
Yeah,
And move on to the next one.
Yeah, I mean the one thing that I like learned very, very quickly on with Charlotte is that everyone had an opinion on it. The audio wasn't that great. This wasn't that great.
Yeah.
However, what was super important to me was people loved it. They loved it.
Yeah.
They thought it was funny. I had multiple emails saying the points at which they actually laughed out loud.
Good.
And I was like, to me, look, whether one person saw it or like 100 million people saw it, I mean, I would prefer the 100 million people versus the one. I was super, super like stoked that people related to it. And get this is so random.
What?
It's always in Coffee Bean for me.
Oh, we got you.
I'm Coffee. No, I never met the guy outside of Coffee Bean, which is super weird. And if you're not getting any of these inside stories, make sure to follow @good_day_live on Instagram. You can also follow me @Michelle A. Murad on Instagram and @good_day_live on TikTok and Kyle T on Instagram. What are you, Kyle_T? What is you?
Kyle_.t, yeah.
Kyle_T. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I just did. So follow him for
It's
all
public.
of his escapades and all of his movie making. But yeah, so I was in Coffee Bean this morning.
Okay.
And I was just talking to a regular person.
Yeah.
Everyone's regular. What am I talking about? Like regular, just a
Some of them
person.
are. Some of them are. It's LA.
It's LA. You know, you never know what
They're
you're
not all
coming into
normal.
contact with.
Right.
And get this, guy's dog's name is Charlotte.
No way.
Yeah, I almost lost it. I was like, you
A big
gotta
dog?
check out the Charlotte Chronicles now.
A big dog?
No, little
Little
dog.
one?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
And he goes, I don't know. There was something about an old lady name that really spoke to me, and I was
That's
like,
hilarious.
old. I was like, I didn't think it was old.
That's hilarious.
Charlotte. I got offended when he said an old lady name.
Yeah, that's not old.
Charlotte is just, it's sweet. It's
I know
dear.
like 3 Charlottes that are in their like 20s, maybe mid 30s.
Charlotte
It's a normal name.
Yeah, it's a normal name, and I thought that was funny. I
It's
was
not
like,
Gwendolyn.
I was
It's not
like, Gwendolyn. Oh, isn't that your grandmother's name? Gwenny, that's a cute name.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I asked him, I was just like, wait, your dog's name is what? And he was like, Charlotte. And I was like, this is Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird.
So we've seen the Charlotte Chronicles?
No, yeah.
Chronicles or no?
No, I told him, I was like, make sure to check out the Charlotte Chronicles.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Give him a little scanner.
No, I don't
QR
walk around with those. I just
Should.
I used to all the time. I mean, I also want to save paper in the environment.
Shout out to Vank Patula.
Vank Patula!
But like some of us filmmakers have to shove our films in people's faces. I do. Like people don't know about Pincer Dawn, and I'm like, you want to see Pincer Dawn? And they're like, I'm like, you're gonna watch it. Sit down.
No,
Open
you don't
your eyes.
even have to what I love about Venk. Do you know this story? This story is, I mean, I think he told this to us. He's gonna come back on the show in
good.
February.
Good.
Because he is traveling around the world with this movie. I'm so proud. And Venk and I have our own thing in the mix too.
That's awesome.
I don't know when that's gonna come out, but hopefully it will come out on my network. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
That'd be incredible.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool. Oh my god. Okay. So V Money, as I call him, he was doing a live interactive theater performance. Did you hear this story?
No.
And he was playing a rapper.
Okay.
And he was like, Venk is not a tall dude, but like he's a really awesome.
Was this with Dan and Selena, the
No.
live theater performance?
No,
Okay.
were they in a live theater
No,
performance?
Dan and I were speaking about a live theater performance like
5 years ago?
like at least
We went to a live
2015. We were thinking about making a feature
Oh,
about a live theater performance
weird.
that was about a rapper who wasn't really a rapper. I
Wait.
swear.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Wait, did you see that?
No, Dan and I literally were talking
Wait.
about this back in the beginning of 2015. And then we
Wait,
just kind of scrapped it, but I think he may have continued with Venk. I don't know, maybe,
Wait,
which would
Dan?
be fine. Yeah.
No, I didn't know Dan had a live theater performance. I don't think it was Dan.
No. We were creating one.
Oh, you were creating one. Oh, so Venk was in one.
Okay.
And so what's cool about this is they like interact with the guests. It's like a live dinner theater performance.
Yeah, sure.
Like, so while people are getting their food, so is the cast.
That's amazing.
And Venk is like standing in line next to Utkarsh. I'm gonna butcher his last name. I'm not going. M. Dukar. This is how wild this world is. Utkarsh and I were in the same theater department, or same theater program over the summer. When I was 16 and when he was 16. And now he's on Ghosts, and now he's the executive producer on Venk's movie.
Okay.
Is that weird? He's on Ghosts on CBS, and like, it's just so,
Okay.
it's just a from Maryland
Small
to
world.
LA?
Small world.
So Utkarsh at the time, he's also in Pitch Perfect. He's in a ton of stuff.
Is that the guy that was in Free Guy? Free
Yes!
Guy with Ryan Reynolds?
Yes. And he's also, I gotta get my friend Utkarsh
He's
on.
like a straight character, but he's funny still.
What do you mean, straight character? Oh, like super,
Either
like.
you have like comic or like
Oh,
straight
yeah,
character.
yeah,
He's like
yeah.
very straight,
Yeah.
but still really funny.
He's super funny and very, very talented, and he gave me my first CD
Okay.
for my birthday.
Adorable.
The Will Smith Wild Wild West CD.
That's hilarious. We're going straight.
To the Wild Wild West.
That was actually a really good CD.
Yeah,
Really weird movie.
I never saw the movie.
It was a very weird.
I just knew that I really liked the song.
Really good casting though. Kevin Kline and Will Smith somehow have really good chemistry together.
Yeah, they do. They're really great
You know Kevin
chemistry.
Kline? Kevin Kline?
No.
No? Ah, really big '90s star. No, Kevin Kline? Anyone?
Anyone? To the peanut gallery in the back?
Yeah. Just me?
Just you, it's okay.
Fantastic actor. Yeah.
But this is some back to Venk and like working in the in this musical theater like thing, and he's in line, and Utkarsh, who he's like had an eye on, and this is like almost 7 years ago, is at the performance, and Venk can't break character because he's got to be part of the like thing, but he was like, oh my god, this guy, I love this guy, another Indian like representing in Hollywood who's also super talented. He's like good friends.
Not too many of them.
No, there aren't, but like they are like, I mean, there should be. Like there's no reason why there shouldn't be more South Asian population being represented. Anyway, so Venk followed him to the bathroom.
Stop it. Smart.
He followed him to the bathroom, and he was like, Vinny, but seriously, dude, like I'm a huge fan of your work, and he's like, I was just wondering if I could give him my card, and like they exchange info.
Okay.
In the bathroom.
Did he exec produced the movie?
Yes. So listen to this. Every time Venk has been creating movies since 2014, like shorts and all this stuff.
Okay.
And this past year, he sent 4 samosas to Utkarsh, and he said, dude, I really appreciate if you checked out this film. And Utkarsh wrote and said, I watched the whole thing.
He made it first and then sent it over.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Utkarsh was like, I watched the whole thing, man. It was awesome. Congratulations.
That's awesome.
And then next thing you know, he's executive producing. And then next thing you know, like every celebrity in Hollywood is obsessed with this movie.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I told you this.
Traction like that. That's great.
And you know what I love about Venk is that he just not only inspires like people around him, like he just like anyone that he comes into contact with, he always just speaks most highly of everyone.
Yeah.
And that to me is like a sign of somebody who has been like, who's got their head on straight, who's like gonna make a huge impact on this world, and I'm grateful to have him as a friend.
Yeah.
And he's your friend too now, which is really fun.
Well, I met him through the show, technically.
Yeah,
which is
you
great.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, be money.
Be money. I love hearing the those checkpoints that someone did as a go-getter that get them to the stage they're in now. It makes it look like it's not impossible.
It's not impossible, but it is a lot of work.
You don't have to be part of a secret society. You just have to be
No secret
clinically
society.
insane to make
You
it.
do have to be a little insane to be
Yeah.
in this business
It's fun.
because you have to be able to take rejection and then recalibrate and
I take rejection really well.
Do
It
you?
It gets on people's nerves a little
I
bit.
don't know if I take rejection really well.
I always look at it like
I don't
it's
take
their
rejection.
their mistake.
Wait, what?
Like if someone rejects me, I'm just like, you're stupid. Like,
Wait, what?
oh yeah, 100%. If someone rejects me, whether it be a casting director or a girl
Or a girl.
or a friend,
Yeah.
I literally just chalk it up to them making a mistake.
Steve Farmer's in the chat.
Oh, he's back in the chat?
already been blocked.
Nice. Already been blocked?
What's up, Steve?
What's Steve?
What do you got for
If you
today?
say anything PG-13, we can keep
Yeah,
your
Steve,
messages.
keep it PG-13, man. I don't know what you said, but
We can't see what you say if it's rated R.
Listen, we want to collaborate.
We got kids.
Collaborate.
We got kids.
We got kids.
We have kids on the show. We have kids watching the show. We want to collaborate?
No, communicate.
Yeah, we want to communicate.
Not collaborate, communicate.
I mean, you may want to collaborate. I don't know.
I don't know the guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have to be a little bit of crazy to want to be in this business because it is not a 9 to 5. It will never be a 9 to 5. And that's what I think is so cool about it is like, it's also scary and terrifying that there are no rules to how this is going to be done.
Mhm.
The only rule you have to have is the ultimate belief in yourself.
Yep.
And the absolute knowingness that you are in alignment with what you're putting out there, because I think how so many people fail and how so many people get burned out, even like when you love what you're doing, you have to be like in alignment, like being like, okay, I love what I do. Why do I love what I do? And how can I do it without killing myself?
No, it's not easy.
It's not an easy balance because this is what I was saying to a doctor, my doctor, and she goes, Michelle, the people that love their jobs the most burn out easiest. Or
Really?
burn out
The fastest?
Really?
Really?
Because they love what they do, and when you love what you do, like it's almost like you eating cake. Like you can't get enough cake.
Right. That makes sense.
For me, creating content and like making and writing scripts and filming shows is like eating chocolate cake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I just can't get enough.
I couldn't see myself burning out though. It's what I definitely love, but I couldn't see myself.
That's
burning
good. That's
Yeah.
good. You know your boundaries.
Yeah.
You know your boundaries.
I also take rest. I take breaks.
You take rest and breaks. We have a celebrity in the building, Mr. Ed Begley Jr.
Yes.
Yay! We're excited. Speaking of acting and all that great stuff, I mean, 7-time Emmy nominee,
Yeah.
shows like Young Sheldon. I'm a huge Young Sheldon fan.
I just saw Pineapple Express.
Yeah. So we're excited to get him on. So we're an Amazon show, which is really exciting. He also has these incredible products that you can shop our show while we're talking on the show. Because we are your commercials, so you're welcome.
That's right.
We got, this is so cool. So not only is he an actor, but he's also an environmental activist. So not only entertaining us, but saving us at the same time.
I love it.
And our pets. This is so cool. I want to try this. I have a dog. Kyle has a dog.
Yeah.
This is so cute. Pet cologne and deodorizer. You know, Charlotte needs this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She
There's
almost
lavender. Sometimes, sometimes I don't always want to bathe her because of her coat.
Right.
And you can't bathe her all the time.
That's right.
And this is all, I believe there's like only 1% of the product, 1% of the whole solution. We could talk to Ed when he gets on. Is not like all natural, which is like incredible.
So it's 99% natural.
Yeah, it's really awesome. Look at the dog.
That's great.
Oh, look how sweet. Or just like
Michelle's getting caught up in the pictures.
We're big animal lovers here.
We are.
I wrote a show about my dog, so
Right.
which
And
you
I
were
call-
in.
Right. And I call my dog my daughter, so
Yeah, and Kyle
We're all
calls
in
his
good
dog
company.
his daughter, so
Right.
we're all in good company. I
My
mean, look at
four-legged
this
daughter.
face. Look at this
that's a great face. Look at that face.
Look at that face. I mean, how cute is this?
I mean, you make a good point though. You can't wash a dog multiple times.
No, you can't.
And especially in 1 month or 2.
Yeah.
Just, hit him with a little pet cologne.
A little pet cologne. And we got floor cleaner, natural plant based for your hardwood floors.
Now we're talking.
I love citrus.
Now we're talking.
Look at the stars on the reviews on that. That's awesome. Cool. Inspiration
Yeah.
for a sustainable lifestyle. I mean, we really are in a space of like, if you're not using sustainable products, like I can't help you, man. Like you gotta like help yourself.
I feel like that's just a crucial word in
Sustainable.
this decade.
Yeah, it
Needs
really
to be
is.
sustainable.
Otherwise, we're in some deep trouble.
Right.
Like I mean,
This ain't the 90s. We're not just throwing plastic out the window anymore.
I swear you were born in like 1910.
Right?
But yes, this is really great. Again, like wonderful reviews, and really priced perfectly. And again,
Yeah.
you know, especially like we literally put so much into our atmosphere and our environment, even in our own homes.
Mhm.
Like we're ingesting that,
Mhm.
and it's being absorbed into our bodies. And there have been studies where like there have been a lot of women, unfortunately, that like have gotten sick because of the products that they use in their home.
Right.
Like clinically like ill.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have
Yeah.
to be careful with what you use.
Well, you
on
gotta
your
put your face in your pet's face at some point. So
True, that too. You want your
wanna
furry
break out
friend.
knives.
Yeah, and your furry
Daughter or son.
daughter or son.
Four-legged daughter, four-legged son.
Your furry family member. Careful with
That's
that.
a good one.
Your furry family member could be anything other
That
than your dog.
Yeah, you're right. I was gonna run with that, but then again, on another note.
And you know what? I'm also just gonna fangirl a little bit. I love the packaging on this. It's really, really,
Yeah.
very clean and
I like the logo.
yeah, it's nice. Oh, we have a video. Oh my gosh!
More pups.
Look, I mean, come on. Oh my gosh! Look at this dog. Oh, it's Charlotte's new best friend.
The long hair dogs. That's what you really gotta. I have a husky, so.
Oh yeah,
same
yeah,
deal.
yeah. That's so cute. Oh,
Charlotte's got short hair.
Charlotte has short hair. Very, very, very short.
Yeah.
Look at this little munchkin. What is that? A terrier?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
That's awesome.
I do believe he might have some products with him, so we
Oh, yeah?
we can
I can smell it.
yeah, taste test it. I mean, not taste test it.
Taste
but
test it.
I mean, you basically could.
I know they're all natural. I don't know if they're that safe. I don't
I'm
know.
just kidding. I'm just kidding. We're not gonna
They're
taste.
edible also.
We're not gonna taste
No, they're
test
not.
these products. But this is really cool. Look, we gotta get Charlotte on there. Waterless pet shampoo. That's awesome. What? Waterless pet shampoo?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of that?
No.
I mean, seriously.
And I'm really excited to see the effectiveness of it because I have a pina colada pet shampoo at the moment, and
Wait.
it's just not working.
I wonder why.
Right?
A pina colada pet
It was like all
shampoo?
natural. It was like gave off some pina colada scent. I was like, all right, let's try that.
Where did you get that from?
Becca, for PetSmart.
We're not throwing anyone under the bus. That's awesome. I mean, did Soli like want to lick herself? Like, what was going on? Why is it not working?
Well, gross story. We were just
Oh,
dealing with
God.
a lot. She was dealing.
Oh,
She
God.
was taking medicine. She had a cone on her head. She didn't like the medicine. She regurgitated into the cone.
Oh,
and, like,
good,
Her
Kyle.
fur smelled like the regurgitate. It was
all
all
right,
bad.
all right.
So again, well, I mean, listen, it's a gross story, but that's why we have Bagley's stuff with us right now to help us with the situation.
Because of your gross story.
Well, my gross story wouldn't have to be gross if I had Bagley's, products. I'm sure it would have turned out way better.
That's awesome. Well, we can go on and on and on. Let's.
Oh,
Why
they
don't
have
we get?
oatmeal, mango.
I know.
That probably smells the. Oh,
That sounds. I want
oatmeal
to eat
mango.
that.
Yeah, I do too.
That sounds good, right?
Yeah.
Why don't we get Mr. Ed Begley Jr. on? Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these messages.
Nice.
So here is our Jackery. Unbox it. You want to get it charged up. You use this fantastic charger over here. This is the output over there. And it has an extra cable like this with the ability to charge it in your car. So that is really cool. So we have it all charged up. It has here, you can press on the display. You can see now that it is not drawing any power, it is not bringing in any power, and it is 99% charged, which is cool. So as you want to use all your separate things, you can turn on the little lights, and it will show you, as you can see there, that now you can draw power out of them, or you can turn them off, just like you would at home. If you want to leave something plugged in, but not having it draw power, there you can turn it off. So let's have some fun and see what our Jackery can fire up. So in the past, we have used the Jackery to light up our lives with Govee. We have charged our cell phones, and we have done a few other things. But we've even lit up the AeroGarden. How amazing is that we were able to light up the AeroGarden? But today we're going to push the Jackery to the limit, and we are going to take a look at the This Works. What's this? This Works car vacuum. Awesome, very cool. And we could even take a look at Tambi used it. And how amazing is this? Oh my goodness. You can just keep on going and going and going. You can get into every little nook and cranny in your car with all of this. How awesome. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to stick it into our Jackery. Let's do it this way so you guys can see what I'm doing. Turn it on. The little light and the display have gone on because we are about to fire this up. Thank you, Mr. Jackery. There we go. That is cool. So let's see what else we can fire up today. That is just so cool. You see, powerful vacuum, Jackery fired it up. Let's have a look at some of the other things that we can fire up today. Let's see. Here we go. So let's try the Levoit air purifier. This is a high power drawing item, I think. I would imagine so. It's not something that you would generally plug into this little power port here. Amazing. If this works, you know how incredible this must be. So not only is the Jackery used when you are camping or exploring the world in your RV or your car, the Jackery can also be your backup power source for a disaster. Disaster preparedness. The Jackery is definitely something that you'd want to have in your home. And God forbid there is something and the air is not pure and now you're stuck in your home, you've got no power, you can't put your air purifiers on. If there's a huge amount of dust in the air, or if there's a big like we are in California, there could be a huge earthquake. It will bring up a lot of dust, but you obviously want to still keep your lungs protected. Let's see if the Jackery not only will give us power, but will also save lives. So plug it in over here. We'll turn it on.
Welcome back to Good Day Live. I'm Michelle Murad.
Yep, Kyle Trueblood here.
Along with Mr. Ed Begley Jr.
Thank you. You guys are so generous. I saw what came before me sitting in this chair. You're so nice. Bless you, bless you.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for coming,
Right back
man.
at
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
What is it? Golden Globe, 7-time Emmy winner.
Nominee.
You should have been winner.
So sweet.
Nominated. So incredibly talented. Some on the best movies that we love and TV shows that we love. And also, not only are you entertaining us, you're also inspiring us to live a more sustainable lifestyle.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, no, thank you for that.
I've been telling his quotes since we cut air and got back. I've been saying his quotes since we...
From Pineapple Express. There's some quotes,
I can't get enough, man.
some quotes we probably shouldn't mention right now.
I can't say
but
anything.
they're very funny.
Yeah.
Good Day Show. We should probably keep it a little PG-13.
I love
PG.
it. I love it.
What
Seth
rated
is
is that
great.
movie? Is
Seth's
that an R?
good? Yeah,
So
yeah. It's
great.
Oh,
Yeah, that's awesome.
Evan, the whole gang, just a great group of people. Danny McBride, I wasn't aware of Danny McBride at the time. I went, oh, this guy looks good for the part. And I saw the movie. I went nuts for Danny McBride. He's so good.
He's great, right?
Everybody in that. So
Perfect casting.
Craig Robinson, everybody. Just
Yeah.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
Yeah.
Right
Across
back
the
at
board.
you.
Yeah.
Brilliant,
Thank
brilliant,
you. I'm glad
brilliant.
to be included in that bunch. They're pretty good.
Of
Yeah,
course.
was that Amber Heard?
It was, my God, that's right. I forgot
yeah,
about that.
that
Oh my
was
God, that
Amber
was Amber
Heard.
Heard.
Oh,
I
that's
thought so. He plays
wild.
Holy
Amber Heard's
smokes.
dad in Pineapple Express.
That's right.
You guys
Oh,
are living
wow.
under a rock.
So wild.
And the way you said it was just, oh my God. Some of the, I can't repeat the lines. I wish I could.
But funny stuff.
Great stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great stuff. I mean, I have to ask this, and I'm sure you got this a million times. Did you always know as a little guy that you wanted to get into the arts and be an actor?
Definitely. But the thing was, for me, my dad was an actor, so I just wanted to do what he did. That was
Aw.
really all it was about. If
Yeah.
he'd been a plumber, I'd probably be fitting pipe now. But he was an actor, so I went, but I was totally ignorant as to what it took. I went,
Yeah.
well, that looks easy. Let me do that.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right,
The
yeah.
son of a plumber saying, I'm going to ride in the truck today and do that install in the house down the street.
Yeah,
Right.
You know,
yeah.
you don't know
Right.
what you're doing.
Right.
So I finally got some training. I went in some interviews, got no work, of course, because I hadn't a clue. Finally got some training and I began to work. That was in
Wow.
1967. And somehow, inexplicably, I'm still working
Amazing.
55 years later.
That's great, man.
Oh, that's
Crazy.
awesome.
That's great,
It-
man.
It's awesome because
Yeah.
that's just
Thank
you're
you,
great
Michelle.
at it. You're welcome. You're welcome. I mean, it's just so cool. So, so you always wanted to be an actor, and then I think we talked about this. It's like the belief that like it was easy was probably what helped you too, right? Like to be like, yeah,
In a
like
way, I suppose it was, but I think there might have been more harm than good because, well, I didn't get fired much at all. I've rarely been fired from a show, but I just kind of I thought, there's nothing to it. I'll just do that, and so I had this "wake me when I'm famous" attitude.
yeah,
I didn't realize it till years later. I resented my dad. I was angry with him for the following. He didn't just call up Gunsmoke or Perry Mason, one of those shows at the time, and get me a TV series.
yeah,
Right.
I thought number one, he could pick up the phone and do that.
Right.
And number two, that I had the skills to deliver if they did cast me.
Right.
Neither was valid. But I didn't know that. So why don't you get me a series? Not just an episode, a series.
A lead in the series.
Exactly. But
Right.
I finally got an interview for a day on My Three Sons, a show from many, many years ago, an old black and white show on TV in the 60s. And I did well enough, I suppose. But I didn't think till years later, like a decade later, I went, wait a minute. How did I get that interview? I didn't have an agent. Maybe
yeah.
I
How
had.
did you? How
I
was
guess
it?
maybe I had an agent. My dad had got me. I either got an agent
Uh-huh.
that my dad had got me,
Got
or
it.
he called somebody without an agent and got me in there. I just thought I wandered into the room. I don't know how I thought I got there. Unbelievable.
So we
That's
did
how I
make a
feel
call.
here.
Yeah,
Technically.
somebody did something,
Someone.
but I've been a lucky son of a bitch for many years.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Very, very lucky.
I
Still
feel
do.
like good people have good luck.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So tell me about what the Begley's Cleaners. Tell me all about this. When did it start, and what has inspired you to want to be somebody who helps our environment?
I started years ago. There was a formula. I met this guy, wonderful guy, John Watt. He had a formula for a great cleaning product. I tried it, cleaned great. So I said, what's the deal now? Do I go show up at the trade shows and what have you? He said, no, the deal is I'll sell you barrels of the stuff and you'll bottle it and you'll store it somewhere and get some sprayers and some, and that's the way that it's going to work. I thought he was a manufacturer. He was a chemist and an inventor, and he had this great formula. So I used that for years. But then I got too busy. As an actor, I was shipping stuff out of my garage. I had my daughter doing it for a while.
Yeah.
I was, like missing acting appointments,
Oh,
not
no.
jobs,
No way.
but it's missing, an interview for something because I got to ship that stuff today. Tell them I'll meet them tomorrow. This is not sustainable. I've got to, and so I folded up the company because I was just too busy to
Yeah.
keep it going.
Right.
And so then enter Mark Cunningham and this great company, Lab Clean. 2009, let's say, something like that, maybe 2010, doesn't matter. Years ago, this guy, Mark Cunningham, I knew him a bit from other green products he had. He said, listen, I know you had stuff stored in your garage. You're trying to ship stuff when you should be learning your lines. Buddy, I can help. We'll do all that. You just vet the products. We'll show you our formulas, make sure they are fine by you. And they were. They had better cleaning ratings, just because he could afford to do the EPA Design for the Environment certification.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So he had that certification, which is very important to get.
Yeah.
He had that for his
Totally.
products. They were clean, green stuff. I tried them. They cleaned great. I said, let's go. let's get
Great.
into business. And we did, and it's been selling very well. And so thank you for talking about them.
Yeah,
that's awesome,
thanks for having this. This is so fun. What do we have here on the table? Do we know?
I got a few. My dear friend Anthony seated over there,
Yes,
who
we
arranged for us
love
to be here. We
Anthony.
love Anthony. He said, bring some stuff for from your garage. And this is all I had. My garage or house. I had other stuff, but it was kind of knocked around bottles that we've been using. I don't want to bring those. The two
Yeah.
that were pristine bottles I brought with me is a
Thank
floor
you.
cleaner, and then this waterless pet thing that you guys were talking about. This
Yeah,
is, I think,
that's so
the floor
cool.
cleaner. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Multi-service floor cleaner, tile, wood, anything. Cleans very well. And here's the most important thing I want to say.
What's that?
Whether it's my product or some other green product, do not use toxic stuff anywhere, but certainly not on the floor. You got pets crawling on the
Yes.
floor, putting the paws in the mouth.
Yes.
Right.
Oh.
Babies
Right.
crawling on the floor,
Right.
putting their
Oh.
fingers in the mouth.
Right.
Do not do it. People are out there, and I'm there with them with a sign. No more hazardous waste sites near our home. There's a hazardous waste site
Seriously.
near my friend's home. We're out there picketing, and I realized we have hazardous waste sites inside our home,
Yep.
Inside.
under our sinks,
Yep.
all these cleaning products, hazardous waste. That's
Yep.
what it is. It's bad stuff.
I didn't even think
Terrible.
about
Non-toxic stuff. We have some products other companies do. Get one of them, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
really, it's good. I know all the other people that make green products are wonderful.
Yeah.
Get one of them and try it. These happen to be very good. I started in 1970 with like vinegar and water and
Yep.
baking soda,
Yep. Yeah.
just because I heard that would clean good, and it
Yeah.
did.
Right.
It
Yeah.
was cheap, but it didn't do the same as those like Formula 409 Windex things and Comet. So I looked into other products, and it turns out you can have both: aggressive cleaning,
Mhm.
safe, good around pets, good around kids, and at a good price point where people can afford it. It's not priced out of
Right.
anybody's range. So that's what I set about to do. And thanks to Mark Cunningham at Lab Clean.
Yay,
we
Mark
did it.
Cunningham. Yes.
I'm glad you guys got the trifecta going. It's
Yeah, that's
safe,
it. That's the idea.
hard cleaning, sustainable. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I love it.
At a price that folks can afford. You don't want to price yourself out of the market.
Yeah, you
Right,
definitely
right,
don't
right.
want to do that. And one thing that for me at least, when I'm looking at a bottle and it says, if you get something on your hands, wash it immediately. It's like, wait, what is in
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
right?
We don't have to do that.
Yeah,
'cause
we
we
don't
got
have to
nothing
do
like
that here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing. And I love my dog so much that I created a show called The Charlotte Chronicles, and it's a comedy series, and so she's very important in my life, not only because she is her own show, but also because she's my furry love.
It's a bunch of people circled around this one dog, and she meets people in different ways. And that's from your real life. And then you wrote a web series about it,
Yeah.
which is how we actually met.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I was one of the characters in the show. But it's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
I just found a dog in my life just a few months ago.
Aw.
September 16th is my birthday.
Oh,
You have
happy
time for a quick
birthday.
story, a dog
Yes,
story?
Yeah,
we have
for
we have time for
Okay.
you, of course.
For
It's my
dogs.
birthday. I got a call from my daughter, 23 years old. She lives about a mile west of us right now, but I see her a lot. We get together a lot. She said, Dad, I know it's your birthday. I'm so sorry to bother you, but they just towed my car.
Oh,
They're out-
no.
I didn't know there's construction and you're allowed to park there normally on this day. But so now they towed my car. They didn't even know where. I said, honey, calm down. This is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. More time with you and my birthday.
Oh,
I'm happy. I'll come get you. We'll figure out where the car is. We'll go get the car. It's all groovy. By then, she'd talked to the right construction worker at the project and said, here's where I believe it is, this tow yard. We went there. Her car was indeed there. I said, you want me to come in? I'll pay for it. Don't tell your mom. She said, no, I did this. I'm going to pay for it. Okay. On the way home, I get a call from her dad. Just stay with me here. Just don't hang up. I know it's your birthday, and I know I've already maybe pushed it, but there's a dog here in the tow yard. It was either in a impounded car or in the tow yard, a little black terrier.
Oh.
And it just scared to death. It came to me, won't come to anybody, came to me. Can we keep it in your backyard for just a few hours? I'm going to get emotional.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
No, please.
This is my birthday,
Yeah.
and I haven't had a dog since I was 7.
Oh,
Are you
my
serious?
No,
God.
my wife has
gosh.
had a dog. I've had a few. My daughter's had a dog, but I haven't had a dog that's my dog. This dog loves my daughter because she just saved her an hour before. Half hour before. She spots me, bye daughter. She hooks up with me, and she just won't let me put her down. It's shocking that I'm here without the dog in my hand.
Yeah, why don't you
Honestly,
have
you
a
could've brought the dog.
dog?
I should have. Because
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah, yeah.
moron. I should have
It's
brought
my
the
dog.
fault.
day.
I should
We
have
bring-
told,
we
I
bring our
should've told
dogs.
Anthony. You
Yeah,
could
yeah.
have brought
This
your
dog
dog.
will not leave my side.
Oh, what's your dog's
What's
name?
his name? Yeah.
Bunny.
Oh.
My daughter named the dog too.
Oh.
What is the nickname of my sister who helped me try to save our dog that died when I was 7? The nickname that nobody knows. What is the name of the nickname of my sister that nobody knows? My 23-year-old daughter doesn't know the name. What name did she pick?
That's incredible.
She picked the name Bunny, which is
Are-
my
Wow.
sister's nickname.
Oh my
Where
God.
did that come from?
Right.
I do believe truly that everything happens for a reason.
Isn't that amazing?
I do
Yeah.
believe. I think that's.
I don't want to get too woo-woo,
No,
but
no,
it happens.
no.
So what
Are you
does it
kidding me?
mean?
I'm gonna,
Please.
yeah.
I mean, that's
Oh.
why I'm sitting here on this stage today is because of the dog. I think behind us is a little bit of the show that I created. Had I not, like, I literally was, I asked, I said, universe, I need a change in my life. And this dog came into my life and changed my entire
Isn't that amazing?
existence. And I met him and I'm meeting you and all these incredible people because of this dog. And I do believe wholeheartedly that even when it's like the worst case scenario, like your daughter getting her car towed,
Right.
these beautiful moments like you meeting your dog was meant to happen.
I know, on my birthday.
On your birthday.
And picking a name that nobody knew.
What an
My
incredible
nickname
story.
from my sister that we tried, the poor dog jumped in a storm over a fence and hung itself with a choke chain.
Oh.
I didn't have another dog till September 16th of this year. Isn't that crazy?
That's amazing.
It's
And she picks the name
beautiful.
Bunny.
It's
That's beautiful.
beautiful.
Amazing.
It's like chills. That's a
Yeah.
story that gives you chills.
Very sweet.
Oh, where's Bunny right now?
Yeah.
Is
At
Bunny
home
watching?
waiting for me.
I thought Bunny was watching.
I hope she's watching.
If you have any pictures, I'd love to see them. I'm
yeah,
gonna-
she'll,
Yes.
if I leave her alone, she'll drag a shoe over. She'll just sit there with her head on my shoe.
Yeah?
Oh.
Oh.
So what kind of dog is she? Do we know?
Mini pincher, little bit of mini pincher, Chihuahua.
Same exact-
She's terrier,
That's
a little
Charlotte.
bit of Shih Tzu.
How big is
she's-
she?
She's this big.
It was like
Just a little.
5 pounds?
Yeah, 5 pounds.
No
She's about-
way. That's so Charlotte. Okay, let's see if we can pull it up. Charlotte. That's Charlotte.
It's about that size. Hold on, I'll get a picture. I'm going to
Yeah,
put the mic
show
down for
me
a
a
second.
picture. Charlotte is.
I'll try not to say anything without the mic. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I can hold the
I do,
mic
I'll
for you.
shout.
I can hold the mic for you.
I
Charlotte.
turned it off because I didn't want to bother with the rattling.
No, it's okay. Charlotte is.
Where'd
so-
you find Charlotte now?
Okay, so this is the story for this is insane. I went on Instagram on Dogs Without Borders and applied for a dog named Muffin, and Muffin was a 5-year-old terrier, and I got denied by the adoption agency because Muffin needed a backyard, and I was like, so do I. I'm not there yet, but I need a backyard too.
Right.
And they said, you seem lovely, but unfortunately she needs a backyard. And I said, and they said, but please go to our Instagram because we're releasing dogs constantly that need homes. And the next dog that was literally released right after I was told that Muffin number 1 wasn't going to happen, Muffin number 2, which ended up being Charlotte, was the size of my palm. And
You're kidding
I
me.
got her. Yeah.
Isn't it amazing the way we find these incredible angels?
She's an angel. She helped me get through the passing of my mom and helped me literally live my most creative self. Like I've always wanted to create shows and always wanted to have my own talk show, and all of this has happened because of Charlotte.
I've got a picture of the dog, but I want to find the right one.
Please.
I want to find a good picture. Give me 1 second.
That's awesome.
Her good angle. I
I
love
when there's a
that.
good finding story. That's always
Yeah.
great.
Well, you have a great finding story too.
Oh, yeah.
Sully just came into
Oh.
your life too. Just always at like the right.
Here it
just-
is, if
I
you
think
want
we're all
to see
gonna
it.
cry.
Yes, of
today.
course.
We're all gonna cry
We're all
today.
gonna.
That's my angel.
Oh my.
Oh, she's perfect.
Oh my
And
God.
as I said, it was a black terrier. It was only black from the soot and dirt. It is
Really?
a blonde terrier.
It's blonde. My dog's blonde, too.
Yeah.
She's beautiful.
And mine was homeless as well.
Unbelievable.
Husky.
She's so beautiful.
She's
Is
gorgeous.
she an angel?
She's
Yeah.
beautiful.
So cute.
Aw.
Oh,
Look, somehow it's me. I don't know why. She just bonded with me.
awesome.
She chose you.
She did.
She
I
chose
chose
you.
her and she chose me.
Yeah.
Kind of wonderful.
I believe in all of that. I believe in all of that so much.
So how long have you and Bunny been together?
Since September 16th. So what is that? October, November, December, 3 months.
Nice.
Pretty nice.
Gorgeous.
Aw.
Pure
Yeah.
love, unconditional love.
It's a love that I never thought I would ever experience. I mean, I don't have children, but I can only imagine that's what the kind of feeling that you have when you have a child too,
Right.
where it's like you have like your heart
Yeah.
explodes.
Yeah. It's
And
beautiful.
but they eventually talk back, and they don't, and dogs don't. So
That's right. That's right.
dogs don't. But
Yeah.
yeah, it just totally changed my world. I mean, like she inspired me so much that like I'm telling you, Ed, I stepped out. So this is 2020. I adopted Charlotte. The second I adopted her, I have to tell you the story. My family lives on the East Coast, and I live here. And I showed I was so excited to show Charlotte to my family. And my mom had already known that I adopted her. This is true. And we're doing the whole Zoom thing like everyone did in 2020, right?
Sure.
And I hold Charlotte up to the frame to show everyone in my family. And my sister-in-law went white. I was like, this is Charlotte. And she goes, what? I said, it's Charlotte. And she goes, I've never been so mad before. And I said, I'm sorry, what? She's like, I'm pregnant and I want to name the baby Charlotte.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it was
But
a
you
true
had already picked it for
story.
your doggy.
Yeah, I had no idea that like she was pregnant. And I
funny.
had no idea she wanted to name the baby Charlotte. So it was this whole whole storyline of how I'm super close with my family and like how it like rattled the family. Anyway, not to give everything away, but the doctor got the sex of the baby wrong for my sister-in-law, and she ended up having a boy.
Oh,
Is it going to
That
be
worked out.
Charlie?
No, they named him Jacob.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
they named him Jacob. But it was it really rattled the whole
That's funny.
the whole family on so many levels.
That's
My mom was like, "Oh, you could change the name." I was like, "I can't change the name. She already named her Charlotte. It got the tag and everything."
yeah.
Yeah, she very quickly named. This dog adopted the name Bunny herself, because
Aw.
her name is obviously something else. There were
Right.
people
Yeah.
before us, her partners in life were
Yeah,
somebody
yeah,
else,
yeah.
and we didn't try to take the dog. We put it on the internet. There's a site for lost dogs. We put it out
Yeah.
there. Hadn't been chipped, so we couldn't do the chip. There was no chip in the dog.
Oh,
Nobody's come forward about the dog, and so
it was
I
yours.
guess it's ours.
Yeah, it's meant
do
to be there.
Do we know how old Bunny is? She looks
About
like
a year
puppy.
old.
Yeah.
Oh,
she's so
Yeah.
sweet.
Oh, that's great.
So she
Adorable.
probably
That's
probably adapted to the name really quickly too.
She did.
Right.
Oh.
Okay, this guy's calling me this sound. Okay, guess that's a new sound. There's a special sound that means something to do with me.
Also, you left the dog in the car. I mean,
What?
the old owners.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
Forget the old owners.
forget them. They need she needs to be Bunny Begley. It's got a good ring.
It
to
has a great
doesn't
ring
it?
to
It's got a
it.
great
Is
ring
she a
to it.
set
Bunny
dog?
Begley sounds
Does
Bunny
she
Begley
come
sounds
with?
great.
Which was my sister's name for the first
Right.
12 years of her life.
That's
It's kinda funny.
incredible. That's incredible. I love that so much. So does she come with you to set, or does she is she?
She hasn't yet. I
Oh.
thought it was going to be bad with her on set, with her making noise in the room near the set or something, or whining all day. So I left her at home, but that has its cost too. She misses me so much.
Oh, and
Should we
I'm
share a
sure
shoe
you
or
miss
something?
her too. No, she got to get her own chair, her own folding chair with her name on the back.
Right. And the truth
Permanent
is, if
set
I
dog.
kept her on the set, if I told her to be quiet, she wouldn't make a peep. She would be quiet as can
Oh,
obedient,
what a
huh?
sweetheart.
very obedient.
It's amazing. After 3 months, that's impressive.
be. Yeah.
Oh, I love that so much. I mean, I could talk about you and your dog all day. This
I
is how
know.
much we love dogs. We
Good,
we
good.
literally, Charlotte comes here as often as possible.
Yeah.
Soli comes to
Yep.
his dog.
Solara.
And yeah,
Great.
they're just so fun. They're literally, again, angels, the furry angels.
She's got a friend already in the dog world.
Oh, she
because-
does?
Yeah, there's my daughter had a dog before this. That's
Uh-huh.
why she was so trepidatious about going too far, saying,
Yeah.
"Can I just leave this girl in the yard for a few hours where we figure out who the owner is?"
Right.
It was because she already had a dog and
Yeah.
she lives in an apartment. You can have one dog, but I don't think you can have two.
Yeah,
Right.
probably not.
So,
Right.
but now they play together and what have you. It's just great. And she's got a big yard to run in,
Oh, that's so
lots
sweet.
of squirrels to chase. So it's wonderful.
She's living life. She's living her best life.
Living her best
How did you
life.
find your dog?
Oh my gosh. I was in a past relationship 80 miles inland. I snowboard a lot, so I met someone in the mountains, and we were going to Sprouts, and she noticed how much I was taking care of her dog. She noticed I really have a love for dogs, an affinity for dogs. So she was like, "You really got to get one." And I'm like, I don't have any time. And she goes, "Well, what about that one?" She just points to the left, like randomly. And I didn't even think there was any dogs around, but there happened to be a Petco attached to the Sprouts we were going to with a rescue outside. And I'm like, no, I don't want any of those dogs. And there's all these Chihuahuas around, just like running around. And I was like, I don't want a dog. And then she goes, what about that one? I look, and in between, like 50 Chihuahuas, is one like husky / coyote looking dog. And I was like, oh, that's my dog. Like I just like something clicked in my head. And I was like, oh, there's my baby.
Oh.
Same with me.
Right? You just
Same with me.
know.
Yep.
And I didn't even want one. And then I go over there.
I
was
didn't
like,
either.
can I have this dog? And they were like, no, you can't. Like literally, they were like, there's 11 people in line for this dog. I was like, oh, okay. Do you own this dog rescue? And she was like, no. I was like, well, who does? And she was like, this woman Sherry. I was like, where's Sherry at? He goes, well, she's
I
coming
like
around
it.
2 o'clock. I was like, all right, okay. I go to the gym. I come around back around 2. I was like, hey, Sherry, I'm Kyle. I'm a runner.
Sherry.
First name basis right away. And I was like, hey, I'm a runner, by the way. She's like, hold on. She's like, stops me in my tracks. She's like, you're a runner. I was like, yeah, you know. And so I didn't even make it home. And she calls me and she's like, you can have the dog if you want. And
Fantastic.
and then I found out that Soli had, we were meant for each other. She had been born astray. 2 girls coming out of a bar saw her mother with food in her mouth trotting down the street back to the pups. So they instinctively, like, got in the car and followed the dog, her mom, Soli's mom, and found Soli and a couple of her siblings still alive in an abandoned house.
Oh my God.
And then she went to an abusive family, and that's when the rescue cut the chain and stole her from the family because she was getting, like, she was all beat up and
Oh.
starving, chained to a pole.
How does that happen?
We're all gonna cry on this set today.
It happens.
I couldn't imagine. I can't imagine. She's gorgeous.
Yes, she is. She's really pretty.
Yeah, and so I just cling to her for my life, and
Me too.
yeah,
Nothing better.
nothing better.
I have to say, so Kyle's also an actor for the Charlotte Chronicles because I, wrote it and created it and produced it. I had somebody else in mind for his role.
All right.
And he played the hot guy in the building. And he also has a name, Michael. But Michael has a dog. And in my brain, the guy was, had a little bit of an edge, had a dog. And Kyle, in his submission video, he said everything perfectly. His delivery was amazing. And at the end, he picks up his dog and he kisses her. And I was like, I don't know, he might be too sweet for the role.
Because the dog had to be in the audition.
Oh, this is, oh my
this is
God,
the
how do you
scene.
have this
And he's ready
This
to go.
is how we actually met.
We had never spoken actually before this scene.
This
in
is
person.
so funny.
No, we missed
Oh,
the
do we have
sound.
no sound? So this is me being like, oh, you noticed me? And he's
This
like,
is-
oh, you have a dog? And I was like, yeah, I have a dog.
This is great. What is this show?
This is called
This
the
is what she
Charlotte.
produced.
I wrote this. It's called the Charlotte Chronicles.
Oh, cool.
And
Yeah.
and so my character has a major crush on his character, and and he starts talking to me because I have the dog, and he has a dog, and this is me having a mental breakdown because he was talking to me, and then that's the girl that plays my best friend, and she's telling me you can't go.
Don't go outside with the
Don't
mask
go
on.
outside with the mask on. I said, but Charlotte has to go to the bathroom, and I keep running into him because he has a dog, and we just keep running into each other, all because of our dogs.
Very
And the
cute.
rest is history. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
me
love
too.
happy endings.
It's,
Yeah,
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 And then this show happens. So it's
So,
it's
yeah,
really fun.
well, you had someone else in mind for the role,
Yeah,
and then
I
that
did.
didn't work out. So they're like, "Hey, Kai, throw something on tape real quick, but use your dog in it. Show you that you have a dog."
Oh,
so
yeah,
I did.
I
I
said-
did the lines, but then at the end, I was like, "I'm in love with my dog." So I was like, "And here's Soli," and I kissed her real hard.
I was like, I
Almost
don't-
didn't get the role.
Yeah, you almost didn't, but you were perfect for it. And and now working on a second season.
Had to break character.
Yeah.
was good.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe
as
second season we can get Bunny in there, huh?
oh, that'd be awesome. If Bunny wants to make an appearance on
They-
Charlotte
they do.
Chronicles.
I'll check with your agent.
Okay,
Yeah,
check
there you
with
go.
the
Anthony.
agent.
Exactly.
She might be
Negotiate
out-
hard.
She might be out of our budget, but it's real. So these are so many moments happen when I adopted her. I'll give you this one moment, for example. I kept running into people I didn't really want to run into, and then I ran into this one dog who's actually famous. They have doggy influencers.
Oh, that's funny.
And it's so funny. And this is the guy.
It's a real
This is he's the manager for the dog, and he gives me the card and says, it's $500 to take a photo with Gigi. And I'm like, I'm really not trying to take a photo of your dog. But then I get the idea that maybe Charlotte should be a doggy influencer. I had no idea what went into it, but that's my character plotting, being like, maybe I have something here.
Where does one see this show?
You can see it on YouTube.
I'll look for it.
Yeah, please. I would be honored if you saw it. The Charlotte Chronicles. It's really fun.
That's great.
Yeah, it's super fun. Thanks for letting me share. I mean, it just hearing your story about your dog and how I'm so connected to my dog. It's awesome. It's
They're
really
beautiful.
awesome. Really, really, really awesome.
Yeah. Back to this cleaning product here. Can I smell this? Is there any way to smell this?
Absolutely. Open that one right there.
Yeah.
Pull that sprayer top off. I'll do the same with the.
Yeah, yeah.
Which one do you have?
I have the waterless pet shampoo.
That's so cool. So how does that work? You just
Oh, that smells really good.
it smells.
Yeah.
I just gotta, I'm gonna stand up. I might be out of the shot.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this with the key.
Oh yeah, it's all good.
I have a key right here.
Smells really good. Doesn't smell like chemically. It just smells really clean and fresh.
What do we got?
Check it-
What do
check
we
it
got
out.
there?
There's the cap.
Smell?
Oh yeah, that smells even better.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I think you dropped something.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Nice.
Right?
Smells awesome. Yeah, that smells awesome.
It smells really clean, and I would never like. We're not huffing on the show.
Nothing.
With-
They're
Honestly,
natural products.
They're natural products.
They're
Like,
natural
I feel like if I
products.
stuck my face in like a bucket of Comet like that, I'd be seeing stars right now. But that's from the horse's mouth. That is
I would-
clean. That is natural for sure.
I would hope that you wouldn't actually stick your head in a bucket of Comet.
Yeah, right. Because it's not
okay,
safe.
Okay, yeah, it's not safe. It's
Yeah.
not safe. It's
No.
not safe. This is so cool.
That is.
I mean, this is such a joy. I have to ask, as an actor and you being such a wonderful actor, what advice can you give actors like myself and those that might be watching? What kind of advice can you give them in this crazy industry that we're in?
Do lots of theater whenever you get the opportunity. Do live theater.
Yeah.
Get together with a theater group. Flute players play the flute. Actors act. Writers write. Do what your passion is and just get out there and do it no matter, because otherwise you're waiting to get that call from the agent,
Right.
the manager to do a thing, and I haven't worked in a year. You got to keep your chops up. So do
Okay.
theater. Just make sure you're always out there doing your job, which is acting.
Yeah.
That's a good call.
And I have to ask this: is there a favorite role for you?
I've got some favorites in film and in television. I've been very lucky to be in so many good movies and TV shows, but let me try to pick. St. Elsewhere was a great experience. Best TV show for me ever because I was on it 6 years. Now, can you compare it with another great show like 6 Feet Under? I only did maybe 8 episodes of that, but what
It's
a great show
amazing.
that was.
Yeah.
Another kind of great.
Yeah.
Arrested Development, another kind of
Ah,
Right.
such
great.
a
Better Call
great
Saul,
show.
another kind of great.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm on a show right now called Young Sheldon.
I love
Wonderful
that
show.
show.
Great show. Great
Yeah.
people. Has so much heart. It's so funny. It has so much heart. It's a beautiful show,
That's
really.
good. That's great.
It
And
really
then I
is.
was just in this movie Amsterdam that David O. Russell did.
Oh
Amazing.
yeah, with Christian Bale and all that.
Oh yeah, it's a wonderful film.
You're
John
working
David
with-
Washington, Christian Bale,
Wow.
Chris Rock.
Margot Robbie.
Yeah, Margot
Wow.
Robbie. You name it. Everybody's in it, and somehow I landed a role in it. And it's a fine, fine film. I highly recommend it.
That's
I
incredible.
was in The In-Laws with Peter Falk and Alan Arkin years ago. I was
Yeah.
in She-Devil with the great Meryl Streep. I worked with Jack Nicholson on Going South. How lucky am I to be with people like that and work with stars of that magnitude? I'm just blessed.
Super blessed.
And I
You-
think they're
you
saying the
deserve
same
it,
thing
you know?
about you too.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
you've been
saying the
very
same
kind, but
thing to you. Yeah, of
I'm
course.
just grateful.
Oh no, yeah, he's definitely he belongs. You belong there. I mean,
What's that?
you belong in those roles.
You're very kind, my friend.
Pineapple Express.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I love
yeah,
Pineapple
obsessed with
Express.
Pineapple Express.
One I rarely mention, but it's a great movie, is Accidental Tourist. John Hurd was in that, Gina Davis, Kathleen Turner. I was in it. Bill Pullman was in it.
Oh, Bill
Wonderful
Pullman.
film.
So cool.
I always make these lists of films that I love that I was in.
Yeah.
That's a great film. Really great. I just saw it again, and Larry Kasdan wrote and directed it. Wonderful, wonderful movie.
R.I.P. to Bill Pullman, man. I miss that guy.
He's wonderful, isn't he?
Fantastic.
Great guy, too.
Yeah.
One
yeah.
of those guys that was into gray water systems and the environment years before anybody. Back in
Really?
the late 80s, early 90s, he and his wife Tamara got put in a gray water system to save water and,
Wow.
to conserve in other ways around their wonderful home.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
That's incredible.
So what makes a set like? So you've been on all these incredible shows and movies. What about them makes them great? Is it the people that you're working with? Is this the environment?
It starts with a good script,
Yeah.
a good script. And you can sometimes make a good movie with a less than good script, but that's quite rare.
Right.
And you can sometimes have not just a good, but a great script, and the movie doesn't turn out good.
Right.
You need to be kissed with some sort of pixie dust or something.
Yes.
Where,
Magic in a bottle or lightning
yeah,
in a
I've
bottle.
been in some movies I won't mention because I don't like to be negative, but the script was great. Somehow the movie didn't turn out great. So you need that, and that's very, very important. And you need to have that kind of magic, something going on under the surface too, where you wonder what's what is going on with this character in this movie? I'm watching this movie called Sophie's Choice, and what is this woman, Sophie? What happened to her in the past? Then you learn what Sophie's Choice was. I won't spoil it for people who haven't seen that fine film from many years ago. Meryl Streep is in it. It's one of the things that made her a star. She was a star on Broadway already, but in that movie, you go, oh my God, this is what's going on with this woman, Sophie. Her choice was inexplicable, impossible to even comprehend the choice that Sophie had to make in that movie. And that's what you need to have in a film, even in a comedy. It's how a character deals with pain. In comedy, Laurel and Hardy are carrying a piano down a flight of stairs, and they drop the piano carrying it down the flight of stairs. That would hurt, I would think. And then the big piece of piano fall on them, and you're laughing, pounding the table because it's funny. How a character deals with pain in a drama like Accidental Tourist, or Sophie's Choice, or in a comedy like, Buffalo Bill or Dabney Coleman in 9 to 5 or any of those. Just watch Dabney Coleman in anything. He's one of the most funny, great friend and a great actor.
That's awesome.
How a character deals with pain is what's either funny or dramatic, and that's it in a sentence. You have to have that. And it doesn't mean you need to have somebody writhing in pain. Oh my God, I'm watching this play and this movie, and oh, my life is terrible. Oh, my stomach. It's how a character. Wait, what's going on with this character? What did Sophie go through? Trying to keep the lid on the pot. Seems to be chattering that lid on the pot. What's going on? Why is there steam in that pot? What's going on? There's something going on under the surface.
Yeah.
And then you begin to see, and then finally the dime drops, and you realize in a movie like The Sixth Sense, or in Citizen Kane or whatever, there's some big surprise at the end. You go, oh my God, it was that all along.
Right.
And that's great. When you can do that, that's quite the hat trick.
Sixth Sense was definitely a hat trick.
That's a great movie. Oh my goodness.
That was good advice. Great
Yeah.
advice, actually.
So it starts on the page, which I love. I like, oddly enough, I always wanted to be a writer when I was really little. And I remember like teachers would tell me I was a terrible writer. Terrible.
Interesting.
And so I was told all through my childhood, you're a terrible writer. Well, fast forward to 2022, the show Charlotte Chronicles, I just won Best Writer for a web series.
Look at that. Congratulations. That's great.
So it's really fun to say, like, I told you so, or like, I knew it. I knew I could do it.
You can't let that kind of chatter live rent-free in your head.
You can't.
It's not productive. My whole young life, all these different nuns told me I was an idiot. And then finally, not until the 80s, there was a game called Trivial Pursuit. And I realized I knew the answer to just about everything.
Yeah.
I was just daydreaming, but I heard everything. You know what I'm saying? The Boxer Rebellion, the War of 1812, the Monroe Doctrine, whatever, chemistry questions or this or that. I was kind of, Begley, pay attention. Okay. I actually was paying attention, and I knew all this stuff. I wasn't an idiot. I just was not a developed person yet.
Or you weren't. You know what I think it is? I think you just weren't interested in probably what they had to offer.
I was not at all.
Right.
You
So
know?
I thought I was tuning out on the Louisiana Purchase. But
Right.
there it was.
Oh,
But if you put $100,000 behind the test, then Mr. Begley will pay attention
this
for
is
sure.
so
That's right.
nice.
That's right.
Oh, this is so nice. So yeah, this is the trailer.
Wind was blowing, time stood still.
Yep, there's Charlotte.
Eagle flew out of the night.
Aww. Aww.
Wonderful, wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful.
Thank you for
Be
letting
proud.
me share. I'm very.
You see, they were wrong. That's great.
They were wrong, and I mean, they were right about like my writing, term papers, because I had no interest in it. You know, my heart wasn't there, and I think that's where school gets it wrong. Is that they need to focus so much on what kids have to offer. You know, like because every child has a gift and a talent that needs to be fostered and nurtured. And yes, it's important to learn school and all of that.
Sure.
But I think there needs to be more focus on what do they love to do and to really like inspire them and push them. And I was grateful enough to have a very encouraging mother who saw that in me, and she always like pushed me. She was just like, just
Good.
keep going with your dreams.
And constructive criticism is good too. It's not
Yes.
like you don't hear
Yes.
anything negative or less than optimum. You need to hear that from trusted friends and people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
People who are friends or
Absolutely.
people, artists that you trust, actors or writers say,
Absolutely.
would you read this and tell me? Most of them are going to give it to you straight. And most of them are not
Yes.
cruel. They'll give it to you in a way that you can, something that's achievable. Take that second act and make it more like this. It's something
Yeah.
that's doable. Not
Right.
start at page 1 and rewrite the whole damn thing.
Right.
That's not going to happen.
I've
That
met
doesn't
people
help
like
anyone.
that.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
met people like that.
Constructive criticism is great. If you have trusted friends or family or professionals people that are working in your field, that's wonderful criticism.
Yeah.
I don't mean to say,
Absolutely.
all criticism is bad. It can be very helpful, and I've certainly used it in the different artistic endeavors when I've written something.
So
But
cool.
it's got to be somebody you trust.
Yes, absolutely. I definitely believe in that, and was grateful enough to have a really great group of people that I trust in and believe in and are super talented and give me that kind of feedback that I need to hear. And so I just was very blessed to have all these people. Really, I barely knew half of the people that I mean, there were so many cast members that became my best friends.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's
great.
just so cool. Yeah, it's really great. It's really great.
She said you were writing. Yes?
I have written a few things, very few. I've never produced a television show or a movie, written one, I should say,
Okay.
or produced it.
Yeah.
But I guess I did produce a play that I wrote about Cesar Chavez called Cesar and Ruben. It was
That's
about,
awesome.
Nice.
yeah, the great labor leader, Cesar Chavez. He was a dear friend of mine. Ruben Salazar was a reporter for the LA Times that died at this rally in 1970. So it was about the life of Cesar Chavez is kind of helped through by this other icon in the community, Ruben Salazar. So it's a nice little play. And by the
awesome.
way, it's a musical.
Oh, we love
Nice.
musicals.
And it's one of those what they call
You
it
wrote
wasn't a name
music?
for it. Wasn't a name for it back then. They call them jukebox musicals, where you take
Jukebox.
existing songs and then
Oh.
reverse
Okay.
engineering. Jersey Boys or something, or Mamma Mia. They're taking the songs of ABBA and then writing a story where the songs fit here, there, and fit.
That's
Right,
so cool.
right.
That's so cool. What songs did
That's
you
pretty cool.
use?
A bunch of great songs from Santana, Ruben Blades, Carmen Christina.
Sting.
Oh, awesome.
Oh
pretty
gosh,
cool.
who else? I've
Do you have to get the royalty or the rights to that?
Carmen
Like-
Christina Moreno. Yeah, I got the rights to do each song, not in perpetuity, but to do the play.
So cool.
I would say I'm doing it at the El Portal Theater, and on such and such a date, and then you can get the rights to do a song, and you pay them a portion of the box office.
Very cool.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, Ed,
Okay.
it has been an absolute
Awesome.
pleasure getting to meet you and getting to know you and hearing about your story, about your dog, and this incredible inspiration for sustainable living. This is your camera over here. I want you to share whatever you want to share to those that are watching at home. This is your moment to shine extra.
Wow, that's a big responsibility, but I'll try to do good with it. My only offering today is to live simply so that others can simply live.
Oh, I
Thank
love
you for
that.
having me here.
Thank you for being here. It is an absolute honor. Live simply so others can live simply, right?
Live simply so others can simply live.
So
that's
others can simply
So they can
live.
survive, basically. If you don't waste something over here in my home in Studio City,
Yeah.
there's more resources left for somebody in another part of town, or another part of the country, or another part of the world.
Amazing. Ed,
Great.
you
Wow.
made our day. I hope wherever you are that you find the good in your day and spread it to whomever you may. Thank you, Ed, for being our wonderful guest today. Make sure you check out his products on Amazon and just live simple so others can live.
Thank you so much.
Simply live.
Simply live. Yes. Thank you so much. Have a great day. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. That was great. Thank you so much. That was awesome.
Tagline. Live simple so others
That was
can
awesome.
simply live.
That was
I love
awesome.
that.
That was awesome. That was great.
Yeah.
Aw, that means so much.
The photo, yeah?
Let's get
Fashion forward, passion, you know it. Attraction, good morning from good daylight. Yeah. miss you